I used to shrink myself to fit your shadow, tiptoe through the day so you wouldn't leave. I measured every word, every breath I took, just to keep the peace you said you needed from me. I carry both our weights on my shoulders alone, smile through the storms you brought into our home. I thought love meant bending until I broke. Turns out breaking was how I woke. The day you walked out, I thought the world would end, but the silence that followed felt like a friend. I'm stronger without you. Look at me standing in the light I found. I'm stronger without you. Roots running deeper in the solid ground. I don't need your hands to hold me up anymore. I've learned to carry my own heart across the floor. I'm stronger without you. And I never knew how strong I could be. I sleep in the middle of the bed now, no more clinging to the edge of the sheet. I laugh out loud without checking your face, dance in the kitchen to my own heartbeat. The mirror shows a woman I'm starting to know, eyes a little wiser, spirit starting to glow. I still catch your ghost in the corner sometimes, but I don't let it stay the night. I forgave you for leaving, then forgave myself for staying too long. Healing isn't pretty, but God, it's making me strong. I'm stronger without you. Look at me standing in the light I found. I'm stronger without you. Roots running deeper in the solid ground. I don't need your hands to hold me up anymore. I've learned to carry my own heart across the floor. I'm stronger without you. And I never knew how strong I could be. You were never the villain, just a chapter that closed. You taught me the hard way what I needed the most, that my worth isn't measured by who stays or who goes. I'm grateful for the ache, for the nights I survived, because every tear watered the strength now alive. Thank you for letting me go. I finally arrived. I'm stronger without you, brighter than I ever was by your side. I'm stronger without you, holding the places I used to hide. If you saw me now, you might not recognize the woman who rose from the ashes of goodbyes. I'm stronger without you, and I love who I've become on my own. I'm stronger without you. Your quiet feels like home. I'm stronger without you, and I'm never going back to being alone with you. soft and golden, warm in every part of me. Your laugh was the melody I live for. Your arms the safest place I'd ever be. We talked about forever like it was easy, like the world would bend to let us stay. I gave you my mornings, my secrets, my trusting. Never saw the shadows coming our way. I didn't feel the shift at first, the way your eyes began to look past mine. Love was still speaking in my heart. I didn't know it was running out of time. Love turned into pain, somewhere between the promises and the rain. What used to heal me now cuts like a blade. Every memory sweet is a debt to be paid. I still taste you in the quiet of the night, still reach for the warmth that isn't there. Love turned into pain, and I don't know how to stop caring. Your voice used to steady me when I was shaking. Now it's the echo that keeps me awake. The bed feels too big where you used to be laying. The silence too loud for my heart to take. I walk past the places we carved into time, feel your ghost in the wind when it calls my name. I smile for the world so they don't see me breaking, but inside I'm burning with the same old flame. I keep asking how something so right could twist into something that steals my light. I thought love was forever, turns out forever has an end inside. Love turned into pain, somewhere between the promises and the rain. What used to heal me now cuts like a blade. Every memory sweet is a debt to be paid. I still taste you in the quiet of the night, still reach for the warmth that isn't there. Love turned into pain, and I don't know how to stop caring. Maybe one day the hurt will soften, turn into a scar that doesn't ache when it rains. Maybe I'll look back and feel only gratitude for the beauty that lived inside the pain. But tonight I'm still tender, still bleeding slow, holding the pieces you left behind, learning to live with the love that won't go, even though it's no longer kind. Love turned into pain, but pain is the proof that the love was real. Love turned into pain, and I'm learning what my heart can still feel. I'll carry the weight till it teaches me flight, till the breaking makes room for new air. Love turned into pain, but I'm still here, still breathing, still daring to care. Love turned into pain, and somehow watched you from the corner of the room, smiling at someone who wasn't me. Every laugh you gave felt like a wound, but I kept it hidden, quiet as could be. I memorized the way you fixed your hair, the little things no one else seemed to see. I carried every moment like a prayer, and never let a single word break free. I built a world where you were mine, in whispers only I could hear. I held you close 1,000 times in dreams you never knew were near. I loved you in silence, deep as the sea. Gave you my heart without a sound. You never saw what you meant to me. I loved you in silence, never out loud. While you were chasing brighter lights, I stayed behind in black and white. I loved you in silence and let you go. I'd rehearse the words I'd never say in the mirror when the night was long. I'm here, I've always been here anyway. But courage left before the dawn. I cheered your winds from the shadowed side, held my breath when your heart would break, wiped away tears I had to hide. For both our sakes, for both our sakes, I wrote your name on every star, then blew them out so you'd never know. I kept the pieces of my heart in places only silence goes. I loved you in silence, deep as the sea. Gave you my heart without a sound. You never saw what you meant to me. I loved you in silence, never out loud. While you were dancing in the sun, I learned to live with what wasn't done. I loved you in silence and let you go. Maybe one day you'll feel a quiet ache and wonder where it came from. Maybe you'll hear my unsung heartbreak in the spaces between songs. But I won't wish for you to turn around. I've made my peace with what won't be. I'll carry this love safe and sound, a secret garden inside me. I loved you in silence, soft as the rain. Gave you my whole world unseen, even if you never knew my name. In my heart you'll always reign. Now I'm learning how to breathe, letting go of make-believe. I loved you in silence, and I always will. I loved you in silence, and that was enough for me. make your coffee right, to sugar splash of milk the way you liked it warm. I listened to your silence when the words wouldn't come, held you through the nights, you weathered every storm. I saved the softest parts of me for the days when you felt small. I gave you every piece of light I had, you took it all. I never kept a tally, never asked for more than you could give. I just poured my heart out freely so we both could live. I gave you my best, the truest, brightest parts of me. I gave you my best, laid it open at your feet. No armor, no pretending, no holding back at all. I loved you with everything and watched it slowly fall. I gave you my best, and it still wasn't enough. I learned your favorite stories, memorized your scars, celebrated little wins like they were made of gold. I stayed when it got heavy, when the easy turned too hard, kept choosing you each morning as the years began to roll. I dimmed my own dreams quietly so yours could shine instead. I thought love meant surrendering, turns out it left me half dead. I don't regret the giving, I regret believing it would stay. The loving someone fully would make them want to remain. I gave you my best, the truest, brightest parts of me. I gave you my best, laid it open at your feet. No armor, no pretending, no holding back at all. I loved you with everything and watched it slowly fall. I gave you my best, and it still wasn't enough. Now I'm gathering the pieces you left scattered on the floor, learning how to love them, how to want a little more. I'm not bitter, just quieter. I've got nothing left to prove. The best of me is still worth saving for someone who knows it's true. I gave you my best, and I'm proud I loved that way. I gave you my best, even if you couldn't stay. It wasn't wasted, it was honest, it was brave, and it was true. One day I'll give my best again to someone who gives theirs too. I gave you my best, and I'll never be ashamed of that. I gave you my best, every drop, every breath, and that's the part of me no goodbye can take to death. the quiet. Called your distance, needing space. Told myself the love was hiding if I just stayed another day. Every red flag looked like roses in the garden I refused to leave. I watered dead things with my hope and pretended I could make them breathe. I stayed too long after the love was gone. Gave you years I can't get back, watching us turn into ash. I did my hard to keep you warm, ignore the writing on the wall. I stayed too long, and now I'm learning how to walk away from it all. You said I'm trying one more time, and I believed it like a prayer. I cooked your favorite on the nights you were late, set the table for two though you weren't there. I wore the smile you used to love, even when it didn't fit. I swallowed every almost and called it close enough to commit. I thought if I loved you harder, you'd remember how to love me too. But love can't fix what isn't broken for. It only breaks the one who's holding you. I stayed too long after the truth was clear. Gave you pieces of my soul till there was nothing left to give here. I forgave, I wasn't sorry, held on when I should have run. I stayed too long, and now the leaving's just begun. I don't hate you for the ending, I hate me for ignoring the start, for seeing every warning and still handing you my heart. I thought staying made me strong, but it only made me small. Now I'm gathering the pieces of the girl who gave you all. I stayed too long, but I'm not staying in anymore. I'm taking back the years I lost and walking out that door. It hurts to finally choose me after choosing you so wrong. But the bravest thing I'll ever do is admit I stayed too long. Yeah, I stayed too long. I stayed too long. I stayed too long. But I'm gone now. had the kind of love people write songs about. Late nights talking till the sun came out. Your hand in mine felt like the safest place. I saw forever written on your face. We dreamed out loud, made plans on starry roofs. Swore we'd make it no matter what the truth. I gave you all my fragile, all my fight. Believed that love and heart would make it right. We said as long as we have this, we'll be okay. But okay slipped away. Love wasn't enough to hold us when the storms rolled in. We had it all but somehow still lost everything. I loved you with every breath I took. You loved me too, but look, love wasn't enough to keep you here with me. It couldn't fix what broke quietly. We gave our hearts, we gave our best, but in the end love wasn't enough. Tried to patch the cracks with softer words. Kissed through the silence when the hurting hurt. I stayed through every cold and distant night. Told myself we'd find our way back to the light. You held me like you meant it one more time, but even in your arms I felt the goodbye. We were two people drowning in the same boat, trying to save each other while we both let go. We whispered we'll get through this, just hold on. But holding on was already gone. Love wasn't enough to stop the slow fade of your eyes. We fought the war but lost it to the quiet goodbyes. I loved you past the point of saving grace. You loved me too, but not enough to stay. Love wasn't enough to bridge the space between our hearts. It couldn't keep us from falling apart. We gave our souls, we gave it all, but in the end love wasn't enough. I still believe in what we had, the purest thing I've ever known. But believing doesn't bring you back, and I can't make this house a home alone. I thought if we just loved harder, deeper, true, that love would pull us through. But it didn't. Love wasn't enough, and that's the hardest truth I've ever learned. We burned so bright but still the fire turned to ash. I loved you more than words can say. You loved me too, but walked away. Love wasn't enough to make you choose me one more time. It couldn't rewrite the ending of our line. We gave everything we had to give, but in the end love wasn't enough. God, it wasn't enough. Love wasn't enough, but I'll carry it anyway. Every beautiful broken piece of the love that couldn't make you stay. packed your bags while I was still asleep. Left the coffee cup half full in the sink. No fight, no tears on your face. Just the quiet click of the door closing in place. I woke up to the echo of your footsteps gone. The bed still warm where your body belonged. You took your coat, your keys and your smile, like leaving me was just another mile. I was breaking inside, screaming your name, while you were already boarding the train. You walked away easy, like I was a chapter you were done reading, like loving me was just a season, and you were ready for the leaving. I'm shattered on the floor, picking up the pieces, while you're out there breathing free. How do you do it? How do you walk away easy when it's killing me? I heard you laughing on the phone last night with someone new who doesn't know your lies. You posted pictures looking so damn light, like the weight of us never touched your life. I still flinch when I pass our old cafe. See a ghost in every corner of this place. You moved on quick, found a brand new start, while I'm still trying to restart my heart. I keep asking the silence why it didn't hurt you the way it's tearing me in two. You walked away easy, like goodbye was just a word you could say, like forever was a promise you could break and throw away. I'm drowning in the memories you left behind while you're sailing on the breeze. How do you do it? How do you walk away easy when it's killing me? Maybe I loved harder, maybe I felt more, maybe that's why I'm the one bleeding on the floor. Maybe you never let me all the way in, so letting go was never a sin. But God, it hurts to know that I was the only one who couldn't let go. You walked away easy, and I hate how strong you seem, while I'm barely holding on to the wreckage of our dream. One day I'll find my way out of this pain, but tonight I'm still on my knees, wondering how you do it, how you walked away easy when you were everything to me. You walked away easy, but I'm still here, not breathing free. smiling like a fool, though you're not mine anymore. You moved on so quickly, found someone new, while I'm here pretending I'm over you. Tears fall silent on my pillowcase, but in the morning I fix my face. I do not care, that's what I say when friends ask if I'm okay. I do not care, I repeat the lie as I watch you live your life. But deep inside this heart still breaks every time I hear your name. I do not care, God, I wish it were true, 'cause losing you is killing me through and through. I do not care, God, I wish it were true, 'cause losing you is killing me through and through. I see you laughing in her arms tonight, posting stories like you never felt the pain we had forever, or so I thought. Now forever's just a ghost we lost. I wear this smile like armor strong, but alone it all feels so wrong. I do not care, that's what I say when friends ask if I'm okay. I do not care, I repeat the lie as I watch you live your life. But deep inside this heart still breaks every time I hear your name. I do not care, God, I wish it were true, 'cause losing you is killing me through and through. I do not care, God, I wish it were true, 'cause losing you is killing me through and through. Maybe one day I'll mean these words. Stop checking if you've read my unheard messages in the dark, wishes unsent. But tonight I'm shattered, bent, pretending I'm fine when I'm falling apart. You walked away, took my heart. I do not care, or so I pretend, hoping this ache will someday end. I do not care, scream it to the sky, but tears betray me every time. I still care more than you know. This broken heart won't let you go. I stayed when the room grew colder, when your touch turned in a habit, not desire. I kept the coffee brewing for two, even though you stopped drinking it with me by the fire. I patched every crack in the promises we made, with excuses and hope that was wearing thin. I told myself one more day he'll come around, while the days turned to years and the love wore down. I was afraid of the empty space, afraid of the silence that would take your place. I held on too long to a love that was already gone, clung to the echoes of what used to be, while you were already free. I held on too long till the pain became my song. I loved you through the fading light, till there was nothing left to fight. Kept your side of the bed made up, like you might walk through the door tonight. I wore your old t-shirt to sleep in, pretending it still held your warmth inside. I answered I'm fine when they asked how I've been, but the mirror knows the truth I can't hide. I stayed for the memories, stayed for the maybe, stayed till the maybe turned into goodbye. I thought holding on meant I was strong, but holding on just kept me wrong. I held on too long to a love that was already gone, clung to the echoes of what used to be, while you were already free. I held on too long till the pain became my song. I loved you through the fading light, till there was nothing left to fight. I held on too long, and now I'm learning how to let go. But God, it hurts to know I held on too long. Now the house is quiet, the lights are low. I'm finally walking through rooms that don't feel like home. I'm folding up the hope I carried for so long, and whispering it's time to the girl who was strong. I'm sorry I stayed when I should have gone. I'm sorry I loved you when the love was gone. But I'm done holding on, I'm done. I held on too long, but I'm not holding on anymore. I'm letting the pieces fall to the floor. I loved you enough for both of us, till the love ran dry and the trust turned to dust. I held on too long, but tonight I'm setting it free. The girl who held on is finally learning to be me. used to fill the air with easy words, laughter spilling over like red wine on white shirts. Your voice was the soundtrack to my everyday. Now the rooms feel too big since you took it away. I still say I'm home when I walk through the door, like you might answer back like you did before. But the echo just bounces off these empty walls and lands in the space where your name used to fall. We didn't fight, we didn't burn, we just slowly stopped taking turns. The silence between us is louder than any goodbye. It screams in the places your voice used to lie. I reach for you in conversations we'll never have. Hear all the things you never said. The silence between us is the heaviest thing I've ever carried. Swear I'll went to die without ever being buried. TV on just to hear someone speak, volume low enough that it almost feels like sleep. Your chair at the table still pulled out a bit, like you're coming right back to finish your coffee in it. I type out messages I never sent, delete them again, pretend it's the end. But the unsent words pile up in my chest, a graveyard of things I never confessed. We didn't break, we didn't fall, we just stopped answering the call. The silence between us is louder than any goodbye. It screams in the places your voice used to lie. I reach for you in conversations we'll never have. Hear all the things you never said. The silence between us is the heaviest thing I've ever carried. It's where our love went to die without ever being buried. I wish you'd yell, wish you'd cry, wish you'd given me a reason to fight anything but this quiet surrender, this slow fade into never. I'd take the storm over the calm if it meant I could feel you at all. The silence between us is louder than thunder, sharper than pain. It echoes your name in the pouring rain. I'm drowning in all of the words we lost in the space where your heart used to talk. The silence between us is the cruelest sound I've ever known. It's the only thing left when the love is gone and I'm here alone. The silence between us, it never says goodbye. It just stays and stays. It's 1:17 a.m. and the screen's still dark. I type out I miss you, then delete it again. Your name sits at the top of my messages, like a grave I keep visiting in the rain. I scroll up through the old conversations, laugh at the jokes, cry at the plans we made. Every blue bubble feels like a ghost, saying things you don't say anymore. I know you're out there living your life, probably sleeping, not thinking twice, while I'm here talking to yesterday. Memories don't text back, they just sit there glowing on the screen, reminding me of everything we had and everything you don't want with me. I keep waiting for 3 little dots, like a fool who hasn't learned yet that the past can't reply, can't call, can't come home. Don't text back, and that's what hurts the most. I still have that photo from New Year's Eve, your arm around me, kissing my cheek. I stare at it longer than I should, wondering when you stop looking at me like that. I play our old voice notes on low. Your laugh fills the room and fades away. I whisper I love you to the silence, like it might somehow find its way to you. Let it sink to the bottom, bury it dead, but letting go feels like losing you twice. Memories don't text back, they just sit there glowing on the screen, reminding me of everything we had and everything you don't want with me. I keep waiting for 3 little dots, like a fool who hasn't learned yet that the past can't reply, can't call, can't come home. Memories don't text back, and that's what hurts the most. One day I'll mute the memories, stop reading the lines that broke me, stop hoping your name lights up again. But tonight I'm still here, typing into the void, sending love to someone who isn't checking their phone. Memories don't text back, no matter how many times I say I'm sorry, or ask if you're happy, or if you think of me. They stay frozen in time, beautiful and cruel. I wish I could unsend my heart, delete every word, every photo, every scar. But even if I did, I'd still remember. Memories don't text back, and neither do you. So I guess this is my last one. Good night. I still love you. leaves like fragile glass. Let you hold the parts no one had seen in the past. You looked at me like I was safe in your hands. Swore you'd never drop me, swore you'd understand. I opened every door I'd kept locked for years. Gave you all my tomorrows, gave you all my tears. I thought your eyes were honest, thought your words were true. I didn't see the danger in trusting you. I ignored every warning, every quiet doubt. Told myself forever was what we were about. I trusted the wrong heart, let it in too deep, let it tear me apart. Believed in a love that was never that strong. Gave my everything to where I didn't belong. Now I'm picking up pieces in the dark, learning the hardest way. I trusted the wrong heart and it walked away. You knew every weakness, every place I'd break. Used them like a map when you needed escape. I defended you fiercely when others saw through. Said he'd never hurt me, but God, you always knew. I built you a shelter inside of my chest. Let you burn it down while I called it the best. I mistook your shadows for depth in your soul. Now I'm left with the ashes and a heart full of holes. I kept saying he'll change, he just needs more time. While you were already drawing the line, I trusted the wrong heart, let it in too deep, let it tear me apart. Believed in a love that was never that strong. Gave my everything to where I didn't belong. Now I'm picking up pieces in the dark, learning the hardest way. I trusted the wrong heart and it walked away. I blame myself for seeing what I wanted to see, for thinking your maybe could ever be. We all carry the lesson carved into my skin, that not every heart deserves to be let in. One day I'll forgive her, the girl who believed. But tonight she's still bleeding from the love she received. I trusted the wrong heart and it cost me the best parts of me. But I'll guard what's left, I'll make a new start. Even if it means loving more carefully, I'll rise from the ruins you left in your wake. Stronger for the fall, wiser for the ache. I trusted the wrong heart, but I won't trust it again. No, I won't trust the wrong heart again. Trusted the wrong heart, Look what it did. Turn all my open into closed and guarded. I trusted the wrong heart, but I'm still here, still breathing, still painted our future in colors so bright. Whispered your name to the stars every night. I planned all the roads we would travel someday, while you were already walking away. I held you in dreams when you weren't in my bed. Built castles for two in the words that you said. I gave you my summers, my winters, my fall. You took them and never looked back at all. I was all in, heart on the table. You were halfway out, barely able. I loved alone, carried the weight of a love meant for two. Fought every battle, held on through the blue, while you let go slow without making a sound. I loved alone, poured out my soul while you never poured yours. Believed in us that you quietly ignored. I gave you my whole heart, you gave me a maybe, and I loved alone. God, I loved alone. I celebrated the days that meant something to us. Lit candles for anniversaries you forgot. I danced in the kitchen to songs about love while you were out learning how not to want. I defended your silence, made room for your fear. Told myself patience would keep you right here. I wore every promise like it was the truth, even when your eyes stopped looking for proof. I kept reaching out while you pulled inside. Loved enough for both till I almost died. I loved alone, carried the weight of a love meant for two. Fought every battle, held on through the blue, while you let go slow without making a sound. I loved alone, poured out my soul while you never poured yours. Believed in us that you quietly ignored. I gave you my whole heart, you gave me a maybe, and I loved alone. God, I loved alone. Now I'm unlearning the habit of hoping for someone who never intended to stay. I'm tired of carrying feelings for two when one of us stopped on the way. It hurts to admit I was loving a shadow, but shadows don't hold you, they just disappear. I loved you with everything I had in me, and you weren't even here. I loved alone, and maybe that's where I went wrong, thinking my love could make you belong. I loved alone long after the ending had come. I kept the fire burning when your flame was gone. Now I'm saving what's left of this heart that I gave, learning to love in a different way. I loved alone, but I won't love for the last time. I loved alone, but I'm still mine. You kept me in the corner of your mind, like a bookmark in a book you might read someday. Close enough to reach when you felt lonely, far enough to never let me stay. You called me when the nights got heavy, said I made the dark feel less alone. But in the morning light you'd pull away, like loving me was something you postponed. I was the almost and not quite yet, the safest place you never let. I was your maybe, the one you thought about but never chose, the soft what if you kept in your back pocket while you chased the ones who already said no. I gave you my always, you gave me a someday, held me like a promise you couldn't quite say. I was your maybe, and maybe was never enough to make you stay. You said I'm not ready like a prayer, and I waited like a fool who believed in time. I dimmed my lights so you wouldn't feel scared, told myself one day you'd make up your mind. I watched you fall for the temporary sparks, the girls who burned bright and then burned out, while I stayed steady in the background, the safe one you couldn't live without. I was the sure thing you weren't sure about, the heart you held but never let out. I was your maybe, the one you thought about but never chose, the soft what if you kept in your back pocket while you chased the ones who already said no. I gave you my always, you gave me a someday, held me like a promise you couldn't quite say. I was your maybe, and maybe was never enough to make you stay. Now I see the truth in the rear view. You weren't afraid of losing me, you were afraid of choosing me and having to mean it completely. I deserved a yes, not a someday, someone to run me, not away. I was your maybe, but I'm someone else's certainty now. I was your maybe, and I'm done living in the in-between. I won't be the almost and not yet the dream you keep on a shelf when the nights get too mean. I gave you my always, you gave me your maybe, and maybe taught me what I really need. I was your maybe, but I'm my own yes now. I'm finally free. I was your maybe, and maybe was never meant to be my forever. I traced your name on foggy windows, like it belonged there next to mine. I wore your jacket like a promise, pretended the sleeves were arms holding me tight. I planned our summers, our winters, our life, built castles in air with your smile as the light. But you were just passing through my days, borrowing my heart for a little while. I called it ours when it was only me, falling deeper while you stayed on your feet. You were never mine, not even when you said you were, not even in the moments that felt like forever. You were just a beautiful visitor in a house I thought we shared. I loved you like you stayed, but you were never there, you were never mine. And that's the truth that hurts the worst. I gave you all my first, and you were just rehearsing. I kept your voicemails like love letters, play them when the nights got too long. Heard I missed you and believed it meant something, when it was just a line in your song. You danced with me under streetlights, kissed me like the world wasn't watching. But morning came and you were gone again, leaving echoes of almost a nothing. I held on tighter while you loosened your grip, loved you harder the further you slipped. You were never mine, not even when your hands fit perfectly in mine, not even when you whispered stay the night. You were just a temporary light in a sky I thought was only ours. I memorized your heart, but you never learned my scars. You were never mine, and I'm still trying to let that sink in. I built a home for two, and you were just checking in. I hate how I still look for you in crowded rooms and quiet songs. I hate how I still blame myself for loving someone who never belonged. Maybe you tried to warn me with all the spaces you left unfilled, but I filled them with hope and called it real. You were never mine, and maybe that's why it hurts so deep, because I loved you completely while you were just half asleep. I'll carry the weight of what we almost were long after you've moved on to her. You were never mine, but God, I wish you had been, even for a little while. You were never mine, and always yours for a moment in time. That's what lovers do. But now I'm learning the heart is true. Someone has to put me first, and it sure wasn't you. I celebrated your wins louder than my own. Stay quiet when I needed to be heard. I swallowed every later and maybe turned them into hope inside my words. I carried both of us when you were tired. Smiled through nights I cried alone. I thought selflessness was beautiful. Didn't see how it left me on my own. I waited for the day you'd notice how much I gave without return. But waiting taught me the clearest lesson. Some people never learn to put you first. You first. There was the hymn I sang in every breath. You first, till there was almost nothing left. I placed your needs above my own. Thought that made our love true. But love isn't love if only one is putting the other first, and it was always you. Before the silence grows, I'm saving chapter's closed, the lesson learned in tears. You first won't echo in my coming years. I'm putting me where I belong, right at the front of the line. From now on, the heart I put first is finally gently mine. You first was the sweetest way. I lost myself, now I'm first, and it feels like coming home. I felt it coming in the quiet way you held me. Lose your arms, short at nights. You stopped saying we, started saying night, like you were practicing goodbye. I asked if something changed, you kissed my forehead, said I'm just tired, go to sleep. But tired doesn't look away when I undress, and tired still says I love you before it leaves. I saw the distance growing in your eyes, a slow tide pulling out to sea. I reached for you, but you were already drifting, and you never reached back for me. You let me go, without a fight, without a sound. You opened your hands and watched me drown in the space between what we were and alone. You didn't push me, didn't hold me tight. You just stopped trying, turned off the light, and gently, quietly, cruelly slow, you let me go, you let me go. I stayed through every half-hearted morning, through the plans you canceled last minute. I cooked for two when you weren't coming home, and ate alone at the table we picked. I kept wearing the ring you gave me in summer, even after you stopped touching my hand. I told myself love sometimes gets quiet, but quiet turned into an empty stand. I waited for the storm, the screaming, and anything louder than silence, but you chose the softest way to break me, with kindness wrapped in silence. You let me go, like turning a page you'd already read, like closing a book beside the bed. No tears, no drama, no final scene, just the slow fade of what we'd been. You didn't hate me, didn't explode, you just let me go. You let me go. I wish you'd fought a light or slammed the door, giving me something loud to hate. You let me go, and I'm still falling through the air, wondering why I didn't feel you care enough to hold on, enough to try. You gave me no villain, no reason why, just empty hands and a quiet good night. You let me go, and I'm still learning how to win from the love that slipped right through your hands. You let me go so carefully. You let me go, and part of me is still reaching for the you that already stopped reaching for me. I traced your name on foggy windows, watched it disappear like morning dew. You were the quiet in my chaos, the only place I ever knew was true. I gave you every hidden corner, every secret I had locked away. You held them gently for a season, then walked off with the light of day. I didn't ask for forever, just a little longer in your arms. But forever slipped right through your fingers and left me holding all the harm. Deeper than the silence after storms. I loved you deep, where no one else could reach, where my heart still keeps your name warm. Even now when the nights get colder and I'm learning how to breathe alone, I loved you deep, and I still do, even though you're gone. See your shadow in the hallway, hear your laughing songs we used to play. I keep your sweater in the closet, still smells like the promises you couldn't say. I don't blame you for the leaving, some hearts just aren't made to stay. But mine was built for holding on, even when you walked away. Tears had time to dry. I let you go without a good deepest love I ever knew, the one that still burns. I loved you deep, deeper than the ocean, deeper than the stars that light the dark. I loved you deep, with every beat I'm given, and I'll carry that love like a mark. It doesn't hurt the way it used to, but it never fades away. I loved you deep, and I always will, in the softest, quietest way. I loved you deep. I loved you deep, and that's the part of me you'll always keep. You'll always keep. I handed you my mornings, my coffee still warm, the quiet parts of me I never shown. I gave you my Sundays, my secrets, my storms, every hidden corner I kept on my own. Canceled my plans when you needed me near, turned down my dreams just to keep you in sight. I said take what you want, like I had none to fear. The loving you meant holding nothing too tight. I kept pouring out till the cup ran dry. Never asked for a drop in reply. I gave you everything, my heart, my hope, my last good fight. I laid it all down at your feet that night, thinking you'd carry it gently, keep it safe, but you walked away with it anyway. I gave you everything and everything wasn't enough. Now I'm empty-handed, learning how to live without the love. I gave you everything, everything I had to give. I wore your favorite colors, learned your favorite songs, memorized the way you took your coffee black. I forgave the nights you left me alone too long. Told myself you'd find your way back. Built us a future in the space between calls, painted it pretty with the words you never said. I held on to maybe while you let it fall, till maybe turned into the ghost in my bed. I kept saying one more chance he'll see, but you were already everything, my heart, my hope, my last good fight. I laid it all down at your feet that night, thinking you carry it gently, keep it safe, but you walked away with it anyway. gave you everything, everything I had to give. I don't regret the giving, I regret the belief that someone could hold all of me and not leave. I thought love was measured by how much you take, but now I know it's measured by how much you stay. I'm gathering the pieces you dropped on the floor, trying to remember what I was before. I gave you everything, and I'd probably do it again, because that's who I am, that's how I love. But I won't forget the cost in the end. You took it all and still walked away, left me with nothing but the price I paid. I gave you everything, everything I had to give. Now I'm saving what's left for someone who'll stay. Still breathing, somehow, still breathing. She still sleeps on her side of the bed, leaves room for a body that's no longer there. Wakes up reaching for warmth that's gone cold, whispers good morning into empty air. She waters the plants you picked out together, talks to them softly like they might answer back. Where's your old shirt when the nights feel too heavy? Even though it doesn't smell like you anymore. She smiles for the photos, laughs with her friends, but they don't see the quiet when the day ends. She's the girl you left behind, still living in the house where you used to be, carrying the weight of a love that died while you're out there finally free. She's picking up pieces you never dropped, learning to breathe where your memory stopped. She's stronger than she feels most nights, but she's still the girl you left behind. She drives past the corner where you first kissed, slows down a little just for a second or two, orders your coffee by accident sometimes, then stares at the cup like it might speak for you. She keeps your voicemail saved on her phone, plays it when the silence gets too loud. Hears you say I love girl you left behind, still tracing the shape of the life you shared, holding the hurt like it's all that's mine, while you're somewhere not even scared. She's learning to dance in an empty room, singing off key to the ache inside. She's healing in slow motion, but she's still the girl you left behind. One day she'll throw out the shirt, delete the messages, give the plants away. One day she'll stop looking back at the door you walked through that day. But tonight she's still crying in the kitchen light over a love that didn't know how to fight for the girl who gave everything and got left with nothing but goodbye. She's the girl you left behind, but she's finding her way through the dark you made. She's writing new chapters line by line, turning the pain into something brave. She'll love again